Okay, I'll call to order this public meeting for the corporation of Brunel, Lindock and Raglan, the 6th day of April 2022, at approximately 6:35 p.m. My apologies. The roll call, Councillor Banks. Here. Councillor Young.
Here.
Councillor Kaufman.
Here.
Councillor Rutledge. Here. Okay, all councillors are present. Item 2, adoption of the agenda and resolution that says that the council for the corporation of Township of Brunel, Lindock and Raglan adopt the agenda as submitted. I need a mover on that. Councillor Rutledge, I need a second. Councillor Banks, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And that's carried. Disclosure of interest on anyone's part with the information involved in the public meeting. Okay, seeing none. We're down to the purpose of the public meeting. Purpose of the public meeting is an application to amend the zoning bylaw 8708 of the former township of Brunel and Lindock. A public meeting regarding an application to amend the zoning bylaw 8708 of the former township of Brunel and Lindock. The subject land are part of lots 26 and 27, concession 5 in the geographic township of Brunel. Now in the township of Brunel, Lindock and Raglan, as shown on the attached key map. The proposed zoning bylaw amendment, the applicants require a zoning bylaw amendment as a condition of consent for consent file number B27/21. The purpose of the amendment is to rezone the portions of the severed lands that are within the aggregate designation and the 150-meter buffer surrounding the aggregate designation in order to prohibit residential uses. The effect of the amendment is to rezone the severed lands from rural marginal to rural marginal exception 21. All other provisions of the bylaw shall apply. So we're now down to clerk's report on notices.
Thank you, Your Worship. Notices were sent out on February 25th by mail and email to all agents and property owners within 120 meters of the subject land. No comments were received by the deadline of March 25th, 2022. After the email to the deputy clerk from a property owner with discrepancy questions, and the county of Renfrew contacted the property owner to clarify the questions asked.
So we're now down to presentations. Presentation by owner.
Okay, Paul, I have you on the line, last 4 digits 1399, if you wish to speak.
Yes, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't have a set presentation. I guess I would like to, on the record, that this process for us has been over 2.5 years trying to get the consent done, and then this following zoning bylaw amendment. We're jumping through the hoops as needed to be able to build a house where my wife used to live on family property that's been in the family for several decades. I like to note that I don't agree with the need for a zoning bylaw amendment, nor the aggregate designation that has been imposed on the property. I did go through at length trying to see if we could amend the aggregate zoning, as I had declared that it seemed unfeasible to even extract aggregate out of that area due to its topography and the secondary nature of the resource that is there. Looking into engineering and consulting, which we would have needed to try to amend to get a variance. It was tens of thousands of dollars with no guarantee. And we were told pretty much that we would only be able to get a variance in part of the buffer and not actually amend the actual aggregate zoning. That would have to go to another level at a provincial level. So as I stated at the beginning, we've just been jumping through the hoops, hoping to get the consent to at least get the property severed so that we can move forward and build a home where my wife used to live. I guess that's everything I would like to say.
Okay, thank you. Presentation, if any, by those opposed.
Yes, we're gonna have to read the last name and.
Okay, I have, last four digits, 2632, any comments? Hearing none, Alicia O'Brien. No comment. Jody, I believe you're with Paul. That's it.
Okay, so we're down to 7.3, presentation by those in support.
Uh, 2632, any comments in support of? Hearing none, Alicia O'Brien, do you have any comment in support of? Hearing none.
Comments, discussion by council, if any.
No, my part.
So we now have down to a recommendation, that's a resolution. So county and township staff have reviewed application and any comments received and are satisfied that all requirements have been met. Therefore, the recommendation is as follows. That council for the corporation of the township of Brunel and Raglan hereby approve the zoning bylaw amendment submitted and that staff bring the proposed bylaw to the next regular meeting of council. Do I have a mover on that? Councillor Leon, a seconder, Councillor Rutledge. Discussion if any. None, I'll call for the vote, all in favor.
Yes.
Yes. And that's carried. 10. Oh, sorry, notification. Sorry, my notification of public meeting. Council is also required by section 34, subsection 14.5 to inform the public at the public meeting of who is entitled to appeal to the Ontario Land Tribunal under sections 34, subparagraph 11 and subparagraph 19 as follows. Section 34, subsection 11. If council decides to refuse an application or refuses or neglects to make a decision on an application within 90 days of the municipal clerk receiving the application, the applicant or the Minister of Municipal Affairs may appeal to the Ontario Land Tribunal by filing an appeal with the clerk of the municipality. Section 34, subsection 19, not later than 20 days after giving notice of passing of the bylaw, the applicant, any person or public body who made oral submissions at the public meeting or made a written submission to council before the bylaw was passed, or the Minister of Municipal Affairs may appeal to the Ontario Land Tribunal and filing an appeal with the clerk of the municipality. That's resolution confirmation bylaw that we council of the corporation township Brunel Lindmark and Raglan hereby adopt bylaw 2022-17 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of April 6, 2022 public meeting of council. I need a mover on that. Councillor, thanks. A seconder, Councillor Young. Any discussion, if any? All in favor?
Yes.
And that's carried. And so we have a motion to adjourn the public meeting, that this meeting adjourned at approximately 6:45 PM, and all I need is a mover on that, Councillor Tuffles. And we are adjourned.